I keep forgetting I don't have to stare at you now in order to keep the memory of you alive. The way I did when we were in Europe and one of us had to leave the next day. You're my wife now, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. And I am the luckiest man in the world.
I wonder if you'll still feel that way when we're back to dealing with reality again.
Oh, wait a minute. We came back to your so-called world of reality tonight. We faced Amanda. We even went up and joined her party. And I didn't see one disapproving or questioning look.
That's because Hope and Alan are very good friends, and Morgan is an incurable romantic. She couldn't be anything but happy for us.
Well, what about Kelly? He was thrilled, too. And Ross and Carrie were full of congratulations.
Yes, but I'm talking about people we don't know very well, people we work with who will wonder about the difference in our...
I don't want to hear about this anymore. Could you love me any more if I were exactly a year older?
Not possibly.
And I couldn't love you anymore if you were exactly my age or younger, so that problem is ended. Now let's put it to rest, Mrs. Evans.
I love you. Amanda's lights are still on. I know this has been such a shock for her. I can't help but wonder what she's really feeling about all this.
Oh, Amanda, please don't complicate our lives any more than you have already.
Well, that was Morgan again, telling us yet again how happy she is for us.
You know, I really shouldn't be thinking this tonight when I'm happier than I ever have been in my life, but I wish a little of Morgan's enthusiasm would find its way into Amanda's heart.
Oh, she'll come around in time. You know, if she had someone who loved her as much as Kelly loves Morgan, I think she would have reacted very differently tonight.
Well, that was my last serious thought for the night.
Okay.
I would just like to look at you and maybe sit here for a while. Maybe not even talk unless we feel the need to.
Okay.
It's rather like being on the deck of a ship that's bound for no special port, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. With no sense of time or space. Oh, I love it here. You know, I'd given up hoping for someone to share my life with until you came along.
I'll give you a wonderful future, Jennifer. I promise. Tomorrow I'll talk to Amanda about giving me a few more days of vacation before I have to think about getting back to Europe, and then I'll bring some things from my apartment over here and just leave a few things there.
Oh, I thought you were going to give up the apartment altogether.
Well, that was the original plan, but I've begun to think about the lease, and I thought, I'll keep it. Use it as an extra office. I don't want to have to bring, you know, extra work over here to the cottage.
All right, would you like me to come with you to help you pack?
Oh, no, that's not really necessary. It's just clothing and a few books. I can take care of that while you're making your official report to the office in Madrid. Mm-hmm. And then we'll get back to the official business of enjoying our honeymoon together.
What are you thinking?
It's just that locket brings back so many memories for me.
All pleasant, I hope.
Most of them. Those that aren't have all been forgotten now that you're wearing it. I'll have all new memories now.
Oh, how will I ever thank you for loving me and convincing me I have a right to such happiness. Amanda, thank you for taking the news so well last night and being such a lovely hostess. I really appreciated it.
I'm sure you realize that it was not a simple little surprise when I walked into the cottage and saw Mark and you told me the two of you were married.
I know. I just want you to be happy for me and forget the hostilities that exist between you and Mark.
Henry and I talked about it last night, and I'm more than willing to meet Mark halfway for your sake.
That's more than I can ask for. He's a wonderful man.
It's just one thing that puzzles me a little bit.
Well, if you're talking about the difference in our ages, it doesn't matter to Mark.
Give me a chance to explain.
Too late, then.
No, it is not too late if you'll just listen to me.
To what? I know exactly how you feel about me. You are constantly telling everything.
You stop shouting at me and let me explain what happened that night. I said what I said because
You said what you said because you're the kind of man to charm a woman and get whatever you want from her.
How will you believe me when I tell you it has nothing whatsoever to do with Jennifer?
Amanda, is that what you were referring to?
Yes, it was. I think I'd better try Ross again. His line's been busy.